Turning toward meditation for physical pain. This meditation can be done either sitting or lying down, and it's specifically designed to work with difficult physical pain, including migraines, recovery from injury or surgery, back pain, or chronic pain. As we begin, notice the support you're receiving from what you're sitting or lying on, paying special attention to the sensations of support. If you're sitting, noticing how your feet are making contact with the floor, how your buttocks are supported by the chair or cushion, how your arms and hands are resting. If you're lying down, notice how you're supported by the floor or bed, how your upper body, arms, legs, and feet are making contact with the bed or mat. Whether sitting or lying down, allow your weight to sink down through these points of contact, and wherever possible, let go of any tension, let it drain down into the support and beyond. And as you're sitting or lying there, let any thoughts or images go, just feeling supported by what's beneath you. When you're ready, notice the breath, actually feeling the breath through the movement of your belly or chest or shoulders. Notice how the whole body expands a little on the in-breath and relaxes a little on the out-breath. Just letting your breath be your breath, knowing you're breathing just fine. You could even observe your breath the way you'd watch the waves at the seashore, watching them go out and come back in and flow back out again, smoothing the sand as they come in and out. You know, you wouldn't demand that they go faster or slower, or that they be bigger or smaller. You'd just enjoy watching them. Seeing if, in the same way, you can allow the breath to be just as it is, letting the breath just breathe itself. In a moment, we'll turn our attention to a physical condition or sensation that's troubling you, something that's not the way that you want it to be physically. It could be a chronic pain, something that's always there, something in your back, your neck, or your joints perhaps. It could be a chronic pain, something that is almost always there, something in your back, your neck, your joints. Or it could be a painful injury or surgery that hasn't healed yet, or just a simple ache or pain, like a sore wrist or elbow. Taking your time, letting yourself get a sense of an area of the body you would choose to work on. There's no wrong choice. Whatever you choose is going to be right for this meditation. Once you've found an area of the body, see if it's possible to get curious about this area, dropping the natural tendency to move away from the pain, but paying attention in a special way, with kindness and gentleness, the way you might if you were with a loved one who was having this kind of physical discomfort. How would you describe it? Saying it's painful isn't at all descriptive. So see if you can identify specific types of sensation. For instance, sharp, cutting, dull and throbbing, burning, constricted, pressure or tightness, achiness. Noticing sensations simply as sensations, and seeing if you can explore this area with an attitude of tenderness and kind curiosity. You could ask yourself, how big is this area of this discomfort? Is it the size of a marble or a baseball, or as big as a football? How thick or thin is it? As thin as a piece of paper? As thick as a book? Or maybe it varies in thickness. If it had a texture, what texture would you say it had? Is it like concrete? Rigid but with some give, maybe like wood? Soft like a sponge? Or fluid like water or oil? What is its shape? It has a certain geometry. And where are the boundaries? Spending a moment at the boundaries, at the edges, that are where you went further out, there's less or no discomfort. Experimenting with being right at the boundary. See if you can let the area just beyond the edge soften or relax. This area around the difficult part, soften or relax. You're not trying to change the area of discomfort itself, but just putting your attention closer to the edges, letting there be a softening there. As you're beginning to pay close attention to the physical sensations and the images associated with them, see if you can identify the feeling you have about this physical condition. Is there anger about having this condition? Does it feel unfair? Is there fear that it might not get better, or that it will get worse? Sadness about how it's limiting you? Impatience? Confusion? What would you call this feeling in your own words? If it's possible for you, see if you can soften your reaction to the physical condition with gentle breaths. See if you can be with the same way you'd be with a child or a pet whom you love and who is in distress. And you know that if that were the case, you would do this with tenderness, with gentleness. You wouldn't demand that your loved one respond differently than they are. And if you like, you might even place your hand where the discomfort is, or on your heart or belly, meeting this experience with kindness, recognizing that this would be difficult or painful or challenging for anybody, holding it and yourself gently and with compassion. And take your time with this. There's no rush. We'll pause for a moment. This is softening and allowing. Softening of your reaction to the feeling that you're having. Allow that reaction to be there. Allow the feeling to be there. All the while knowing that allowing it to be there doesn't mean that you like it. It's simply an acknowledgement that this is what you're feeling right now. As you do this, you may feel sensations and feelings coming and going, and you may notice, if you pay close attention, that there is movement, change from moment to moment, perhaps a tightening or a loosening. You may notice heat, waves of energy, or images or impressions may emerge. Through all of this, see if you can bring a sense of kindness, curiosity, and compassion to your exploration. And spending enough time here to make contact with what you're noticing and feeling, but not so much that you become overwhelmed. Now, without trying to push the difficult sensations away, we're going to begin an exploration for somewhere in your body that's not in pain. See if you can find neutral or even pleasurable sensations somewhere in your body. Expand your awareness beyond the area of discomfort, beginning by bringing awareness to the movement of breath. Allow your discomfort to be soothed by the rhythm of the breath. Allow your body to rest deeply into what's supporting it. And as you begin the exploration, scan your body. Notice what's there and pause when you find something pleasurable or pleasingly neutral. Sensing into your toes, your feet, your lower leg, your thighs, your hips, stomach, chest, shoulders, your arms, hands, your neck, your face, and your head. As you scan, you are looking for pleasant sensations, no matter how subtle they might be. It's as if you're an explorer looking for a hidden treasure. It could be a sense of warmth in your hands, a pleasant tingling somewhere in your body, maybe a sense of release as you sink into your support. Or maybe you're just now noticing your right big toe or your lower arm is pain-free. Spend some time moving through your body with your awareness and pause there when you find something pleasurable. If you're having difficulty finding some place that feels okay, you might gently place your hand somewhere, for instance on your shoulder or chest or head, the way you might comfort someone you cared about. And if that touch felt comforting, sense into that area. Or you might recall someone you know or have known who was loving and kind to you, and imagine that they're close to you now, holding or supporting you, and how that feels in your body. Maybe it's warmth in your middle or softness around your heart. Or you could even open your eyes for a moment and look around you for something that's beautiful or pleasant in your immediate environment. Maybe a plant or a ray of sunlight coming through the window, a piece of art, or a photo on the wall. Let yourself spend some time here with this part of your body or room that feels pleasant. If you'd like to push pause for a moment and spend more time here, you're certainly welcome to do that. If you find yourself being drawn back to the painful area, don't fight it, but allow yourself some soft breaths, breathing into this area of your body with gentleness and kindness. And when you're ready and able, gently bring your awareness back to the pleasant or neutral area of your body. You could even let the breath be between those two areas, the pleasant and the unpleasant. Just feel the rhythm of your breath, the soft breath, breathing into both areas with gentle and kind thoughts. As you do this, you may notice that things may feel differently than they did before, that they are actually fluid and dynamic, not solid or fixed. And when you're ready, see if you can broaden your awareness, like panning out with a wide-angled lens. And when you're ready, see if you can broaden your awareness, like panning out with a wide-angled lens, including both the pleasant area and the difficult area, so wide that there's enough space and room for both of them, without pushing the difficult away or clinging to the pleasant. Shifting to an even wider, more inclusive perspective that includes both the pleasant and the unpleasant, and include the entire body and all of its sensations. And when you're ready, moving wider still, to include in your awareness the room or area you are sitting or lying in. You might notice that by widening your awareness, there's a sense of space, of freedom, a capacity for change and movement. Let yourself spend a moment here with this wider perspective. Again, if you'd like more time here, press pause and come back to the meditation. If it's not too much of a stretch, see if you can expand your awareness to include the building or natural setting you are in, and even wider to include your neighborhood, your town, or your city, even further to your region of the country. The physical discomfort may not have diminished significantly, but now it's part of something much bigger. And as your awareness expands even further to include the entire world, if that's possible for you, recognize that at this very moment, there are others who are experiencing the same kind of pain or discomfort that you have been. And in this way, you are not alone. Out of the many millions or billions of people included, it's certainly true that some of them are experiencing the same sort of pain or difficulty that you are, with the same or even more intensity. The pain, the fear, the worry, they're not yours to bear alone. They're in fact shared by others. There are others feeling the very same thing at literally the same time as you, and you're not alone. If it seems possible to do this, you might see if you can imagine your awareness expanding even further, seeing the Earth from space the way an astronaut might, that beautiful blue-white sphere against a velvety black backdrop with no visible borders, seamless, whole, alive, and so precious. When you're ready, let yourself gradually become more aware of this part of the world. To you, your body, how you are right now, feeling and sensing how it is to be in your body right here, right now, coming back to you, but with awareness still wide enough to hold both the difficulties and the pleasures of your body and your life. See if you can bring gentleness and kindness to whatever you're feeling right now. Hold yourself with compassion and understanding, and spend the next few unguided moments resting deep in the body, in the breath, and allowing any discomfort or unease to be soothed by the rhythm of the breath again and again and again. We're near the end of the meditation. If you would like to stay here longer, just stop the recording. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes if they've been closed. Let your attention move to the outside world, taking in sight, sound, sensation. Begin to gently move your body and re-engage with the world. And in the minutes, hours, and days that follow, see if you can bring a fresh sense of curiosity, openness, and kindness to all that you encounter.